Well, hello guys, and welcome to the first Swerving Squirrel Motovlog. So today I'm just going to be talking a little bit about who I am, what this thing is that I'm riding, where I will be riding, and yeah, see how it goes. So first things first, you'll notice I'm out riding with a friend of mine, up on the Honda Cruiser up there. I think it's 1800 cc's or something ridiculous like that. Bit of a beast. Me personally, my name's Tom, and we are in beautiful Seattle, Washington, so the Pacific Northwest. I probably don't sound like I'm in the Pacific Northwest just because of my accent. I'm actually originally from New Zealand, so I've been up in Seattle for a few years now, and finally kind of got around to investing in getting motorbike lessons and getting a motorbike. So I guess that moves right into what am I riding. This is a 2009 Ninja 650R. Oh, slowing down a bit here. Ninja 650R. I actually picked it up second hand off a guy. He'd only put about 2,600 miles on it, and I think he actually bought it and it was totally new in 2011, so it's basically 2011 with really low miles. Got it for a pretty good price, so really happy. It's basically all stock. There are a few things I want to do to it. First and foremost, frame sliders. Doesn't have any frame sliders or any kind of crash protection, so that's kind of my first priority. Ooh, I guess we're stopping for gas. Yeah, not running low. I'm about a third of the way through my tank, so I want to make sure we have enough for the rest of the ride. Yeah. Alright, so as I was saying before the unexpected stop, the bike is essentially stock, as you can see, but I do want to add frame sliders first and foremost, and then for long rides I'm getting a sore butt, so I really want to get a better seat. Maybe they sell, it's called double bubble windshield, where it kind of comes up like this, and it gives you better wind protection when you're going fast on the freeway and whatnot. Because right now I get kind of buffeted around quite a bit. It's not the most pleasant thing for freeway riding. I just added the wheel rim stickers just for fun the other day. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm planning on doing with it so far. I'm sure more will come in time. Alright, we're all gassed up and back on the road. Okay, so the other thing I've added to the bike, which isn't really part of the bike at all. Where are you going? You can probably see it, or you probably have seen it already, is this media thing down here. So this media thing, well, okay, first of all, a lot of people wear earplugs when they ride, including me. However, in my case, instead of wearing earplugs, I wear headphones that kind of plug my ears in exactly the same way that earplugs do. So my earbuds completely block the sound, just like earplugs would. I'll need earbuds, of course, so if I want, I can just hit play, music starts playing. If it gets distracting or I want to switch it off, I can pause it, I can skip songs, I can change the volume, I can do pretty much everything you'd want to do on there. So yeah, that's what I've got going on in the bike situation. I'm kind of stoked to be vlogging up here. I haven't actually seen many, if any, other Pacific Northwest motovloggers. Everyone else is either international or you know, down in California or something like that. So there's a lot of beautiful scenery up here and beautiful roads, so hoping to be able to show some of those off. So I'm sure, like many other motovloggers, I've been inspired to get into motovlogging by watching other motovloggers. So I just wanted to give kind of a shout out, I guess, to a couple of the, I guess, key motovloggers that have inspired me to start doing it myself. The first one being Spacepod. I just kind of stumbled upon him, and he was the first one I really started watching. I'll leave a link to his channel over here somewhere. I'm actually using basically the exact same camera setup that he recommends. So I've got a chin strap, a GoPro mounted on my chin of my helmet, and there's like a microphone kind of sticking up into the inside of the helmet. Works really well. I'm pretty stoked. Hopefully you can hear me. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, the other main one that I've been watching lately is bakerXderek. Very entertaining guy. I don't know if I can do that very well, but there you go. So check both those guys out. They're already super popular, so I'm sure they don't need any additional traffic from me, but there you go. So I've had this bike for about a month now. This is my first real motorbike. Back home in New Zealand in college, I rode a 50cc scooter for a good 2 or 3 years. So while I have the whole cornering and like the handling of a motorbike pretty well figured out, you know, I know how to counter steer and all that kind of good stuff. I already know how to do all that, but it's very, very different because they have the continuous variable transmission or whatever it's called, so you just kind of open the throttle, there's no gears. 50cc's is so little power that, you know, you top out around 35 miles an hour, 50 kilometers an hour, and yeah, you just kind of keep the throttle the whole way open the whole time pretty much. So it doesn't really translate to being on a big 650cc bike, but definitely valuable experience in terms of getting me started. So I'm already feeling really comfy on the bike. The good thing is it's 650cc, so there's plenty for me to grow into. I'm not going to get bored, but it's not intimidating really or uncontrollable. Like, I'm definitely in control and I'm able to manage all the power that's there. I'm not like extending the bike by any means, and I'm not extending myself by any means. Gotta love these views. Pretty nice day. Sun's gonna be sitting here in a couple hours. We got plenty of time, but definitely a nice day for a ride. Alright, so we're heading out to the Snoqualmie Falls. Apparently not far from here, so good scenic ride. Something smells like burning. Hope it's not my leg. Nah, it's not. My leg does get pretty warm just from the radiator, but nothing I can't handle. What I'm talking about. It's good twists and turns. where the double bubble windshield would really come in handy. Getting super buffeted by the wind. I'm only doing 70. Oh, bit of a bump. We're heading to Five Guys to get some tasty burgers for dinner. Love Five Guys. Unfortunately, there aren't many of them around Seattle, so whenever I'm out this way, we end up stopping for one. I'm usually such a well-behaved driver that it really bothers me having to run orange lights like that, but when you're following someone, you can't do much about it. He's fist bumping. I think he's excited. He's excited about Five Guys. I don't like this bus being here. If this lane ends, I'm in trouble. I'm good. One thing I like about the Ninja 650R is that it has quite an upright seating position. So it looks like a sports bike and has a similar engine to a sports bike, but it rides kind of like a touring bike, so it's a sport touring bike for obvious reasons. And I bought the bike primarily to go on long kind of touring rides. I just want to get out and enjoy the sun. So the 650R seems to be a good option for that. So this is one of the cool parts about driving in Seattle, is we have these pretty unique floating bridges. So right now we're about 6 feet, maybe 10 feet above water level. You can probably see over there. And the bridge is literally floating above the lake. This wouldn't really work on the ocean because there'd be too many waves, but it works pretty well for a lake. So we actually have a couple of these on this lake, and there's another one in the sound. That is actually on the ocean, but it's in kind of this harbor type situation. And I actually commute over one of these bridges, so you'll see more of these bridges. Alright guys, well, thanks for joining me on my first ever motovlog. I'm going to leave you with this beautiful view of the city, and catch you next time. Look at that. Beautiful.